They are conditioned responses reinforced through repeated exposure. Now here comes another realization most people never fully examine. Compulsive scrolling is not just distraction. It is emotional avoidance. A person feels uncertainty, so they reach for stimulation. A moment of silence appears, so they fill it immediately. A difficult thought surfaces, so attention escapes elsewhere. And slowly, the ability to remain present weakens. This is why many people feel uncomfortable in silence. Silence removes distraction. And without distraction, the mind becomes visible. That can feel terrifying to someone who has spent years escaping internal awareness. But awareness is exactly what the Matrix tries to prevent. Because conscious people are harder to control. Reactive people are predictable. Distracted people are programmable. Emotionally overloaded people are easier to manipulate. But aware people begin questioning everything. Where attention goes, identity follows. Now think about reactive thinking. Most people believe they are consciously deciding their emotional responses. But often, they are reacting automatically to external stimulation. Someone posts something upsetting. Instant outrage. Someone disagrees. Instant defensiveness. Someone succeeds. Instant comparison. Reaction after reaction after reaction. Very little observation. This creates lives driven by emotional impulse instead of conscious direction. And over time, identity becomes fragmented. Because fragmented attention creates fragmented awareness. Pause for a moment. When was the last time you fully owned your own mind? Not distracted. Not reacting. Not consuming. Fully present. Fully aware. Fully intentional. Most people cannot answer that immediately. And that realization reveals how deeply attention has been externalized. Now here is the deeper truth. Attention is not merely focus. Attention is life force. Whatever consistently receives your mental energy gains influence over your emotional reality. This is why protecting attention is one of the most important forms of modern self-defense. Not defensive fear. Conscious preservation. Because if your attention is constantly owned by external systems, your identity eventually becomes externally shaped as well. Where attention goes, identity follows. Now this does not mean withdrawing from the world completely. It means becoming intentional, conscious, aware. It means noticing what repeatedly drains energy, what repeatedly fragments awareness, what repeatedly triggers emotional instability, and slowly, reclaiming authority over where your mind lives. This is where transformation begins accelerating, because intentional attention changes internal reality. A person who begins protecting their focus notices something almost immediately. Mental clarity improves, emotional reactivity weakens, presence increases, and suddenly, life feels less chaotic internally. Not because the world changed, because awareness changed. Now imagine someone beginning each morning without immediate stimulation. No notifications, no scrolling, no emotional noise. Instead, silence, breathing, observation, intentional thought. At first, this feels uncomfortable to many people. Why? Because the nervous system has become addicted to stimulation. But over time, something powerful begins happening. The mind slows down, awareness deepens, thoughts become clearer, and the person begins reconnecting with themselves again. This is one of the hidden powers of intentional focus practices. Stillness restores awareness. Now here comes an important realization. The ability to direct attention intentionally is one of the highest forms of personal power. Because directed attention creates directed identity. A distracted mind lives reactively.